Is it better to tell my parents and friends that I have social anxiety or not? Hey, this is Sebastiaan from socialanxietysolutions.com, and I'm former social anxiety disorder sufferer, blah, blah, blah. And I help people feel calm and relaxed in social situations. Been doing that for a long time, 12 years. And I answer questions sometimes like this one. Here we go. Is it better to tell my family and friends that I have social anxiety? I'm hoping that by telling them, they will understand me. However, I fear of what they'll think of me after I tell them. I'm afraid that it might feel more awkward once they know. Good question. And I'd say it depends. First of all, if you're going to tell them, then saying I have social anxiety, that they cannot really relate to that. So you would need to tell it to them in such a way that they can actually understand it. Sometimes, I got this from my mom, actually. Sometimes writing a letter or sending an email is easier to communicate. That's just sometimes, and it's case dependent. For other people, people cannot read your body language. They only have the words. So they cannot hear the tone of your voice and so on. So they might not take it serious, or they might take it really serious because it's something that you've written to them. And it's something more official. It just depends, okay? So there's no perfect way. You need to get a sense for what is best for you yourself. So some people do it in that way, other people do it in the other way. Some people don't tell it. I've actually never told it until the problem was pretty much resolved. And that's not a recommendation by any sense of the imagination, but I was just too ashamed of it, and I didn't think that they would understand. I didn't have that problem occur around them anyway. And by the way, I've not lived with I left the house when I was 19, 18, 19, and I've been living abroad for the longest time. So this is my family. My friends, yeah, I told some of my friends, but only once I had already made significant progress and I was on the way to being anxiety free. But that's me. I had a big problem with arrogance to a degree I probably still do, I'm working through the layers of it. And so I was way too proud to get that support or to share others and benefit from the support that you get. Because you're right about what your anticipation is. It is really nice to be supported. In our social confidence club, there are many people that have said, well, I've told my best friend and it's on the table, so they know. So I don't have to, there's not that hiding that needs to happen anymore. Or people that have told their partner and have a very supportive partner that makes them feel so much better, so much supported, so much more compassion coming from another person. So that can really, really help. Absolutely. So there's a lot of benefit in doing it, but sometimes the situation is just not right. Certain people are they're too closed off to understand. So if you're going to communicate it, I would communicate it in such a way that you'll really help them understand, hey, this is what's going on for me. This is not something I'm faking. This is not something I'm making up. This is a real problem that I'm having and it bothers me a lot. And, I've taken a long time to determine, hey, is this actually something I'm going to tell? Because it's, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of vulnerability to express, hey, this is what's going on for me. And it would help you a lot to work on your own acceptance of the issue so that you no longer see yourself as a socially anxious person and that you no longer judge yourself for this issue with anxiety that you're in the process of overcoming, and that you know that it sucks, but you're doing the best you can. In other words, you're coming from a place of compassion towards yourself. All of those kinds of things will make telling other people easier, and then you can get the support. However, some situations, it's probably better not to tell it, because certain people just don't get it. It depends on what your age is and the kind of people you're surrounded with. But I would say typically when you tell someone, that person is going to be kind and understanding. Most people that are quite healthy, that are emotionally quite healthy, they're going to feel a sense of compassion for you and they will want to help or support or, some people are really closed off. They got their own issues and those are probably not the best people to tell it to. Though it's up to you. You've got to decide it for yourself. So I can't give you an exact answer because it's dependent on the person. I've not done it. Lots of people in our community, in our social confidence club have, and they've got a lot of benefit, a lot of support from it. And one story comes to mind is a guy that told his best friend, and then his best friend confessed that he had depression and certain anxiety issues as well. And now they could support each other. You know, how great is that? And that's the case with me and my best mate, Tom, as well. At one point, after we knew each other for a while, we met in the Philippines, then both moved to Thailand. We were living there together. We were interested in exploring personal development. Well, soon enough, we start knowing of each other's issues. And now we can talk about each other's issues and support each other, give perspective, help each other to laugh at it, and not take it so serious. And all of that really, really helps. You know, talking with someone about your issues that you trust, that you feel comfortable with, that you know has your back, really, really helpful. Brings a lot of relief, brings a lot of comfort. So anyway, not a exact perfect answer, because there is no perfect answer for this. But I hope this helps you in making your decision, whether you're going to tell it or not. And let us know, okay? Let us know how you get on. All the best. This is Sebastiaan from socialanxietysolutions.com. Bye for now.